Hello YouTubers, how are you doing? How are you feeling today? Let me know in the comments down below, and please hit the thumbs up and subscribe while you're there. It really helps more people find my channel. Along my battle with late-stage Lyme disease, I have had a lot of pain, chronic pain, everyday pains, acute, stabby, crazy, weird pains, bone pain, joint pain, muscle pain, nerve pain, headaches, all the things. So I wanted to share a few of my go-to methods for naturally managing pain, and that's what I'm going to share today. Before we get started, quick disclaimer, I'm not a medical doctor. This is not to be taken in lieu of medical advice. I do not claim to cure, treat, diagnose, or prevent any illness. And these are just the things that I have been doing for myself and may help you as well. If you like to try, it's up to you. I am not a medical doctor and the FDA has not approved. Thank you. All right, so here we are in my little dining area. I'm gonna talk about what I do when I'm experiencing pain. Yesterday I had a really intense body work session. Ever since this car accident a couple years ago, I have a rib that pops in and out when I sneeze really hard and it's very painful. So, you know, I had that shifted back into place. I had some weird stuff going on with my hip and my Achilles heel. And anyway, he spent 2 hours on me and I feel just about 2 inches taller today, but I am very sore. So I'm gonna share what I do to relieve all kinds of muscle aches and pains. And you know, as I said, with late-stage Lyme disease, I'm experiencing all kinds of chronic pains and acute pains as well. So these are just the few methods that I have found really, really healing. And I encourage you to do some experimenting and see if they work for you. So first and foremost, when I am in a lot of pain, what I like to do is take a hot shower for about 3 minutes, and then I switch the water to cold for 3 minutes. And you know, I kind of try to loosen up my shoulders and stuff. I have a lot of pain in my upper back and shoulders and neck, which I think probably a lot of people do. So in the hot shower, I just kind of try to get everything moving, and then I cool off in the cold shower for 3 minutes, and that has been shown to really reduce inflammation in the body. It flushes the lymph system, it improves depression, it gives you energy. All kinds of incredible things happen with cold showers, cold water therapy, which I will do a video on in the future. I've actually been doing this for over 2 years now, so I'll do a little update video on that. But it is so amazing because I'll wake up in a bunch of pain and tired and brain foggy and not feeling good, and then by the time I'm getting out of my shower, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can do anything if I can get through that cold shower. So then I practice some breath work. So breath work is so incredibly healing. There's a reason why every single culture in the world has prescribed breath work for the most painful human experience imaginable, which is childbirth, right? So everywhere in the world they have prescribed breathing exercises to deal with that pain. And there is a very good reason, because it causes physiological changes in our body. This morning I did a 1-hour breath work practice for myself, and it really is so astounding. I can start out in like an 8 or 9 level pain, and during the practice I'm at a 0. When I come out of the meditation and everything, it's like the pain will slowly come back, but it's like a 2 or a 3. It's never as intense as it was before I started the breath work. In addition to the hot, cold showers that I do and the breath work practice, I also use a combination of essential oils. For those of you who are new with essential oils, I will link above a video, the Essential Oil 101 class that I did, but these are very potent plant medicines, so always use with caution. Always check the labels very thoroughly. If you want to learn more, check the links below. These are the oils that I have found to be the most effective for me. I You can make it into a pre-mix if you like, but I have found that it works best by layering the oils. And what do I mean by that? Just simply applying a layer of carrier oil. So that's going to be your like olive oil, coconut oil, jojoba, any of those work really, really well to just kind of protect the skin. And because essential oils are very, very potent. So I like to just put a couple drops down. This is a fractionated coconut oil so that it's steam distilled coconut so that it stays in liquid form at all times. Because you know, coconut oils room temperature sensitive. So the fractionated coconut oil is not edible, but it is always going to be liquid, and it's wonderful for your hair and your skin. And I use this on my face all the time for moisturizer. So what I would do, say my arm is hurting, I would do just a couple of those, and then I would just kind of lightly rub it in, and then I would apply my essential oils. And the combo that I like to use for any kind of pain is I use Copaiba. So I do like 1 to 2 drops and just kind of rub it in. I just recently put it on my neck and shoulders, and it feels amazing still. So just like 1 to 2 drops of each oil, and you would you can put it directly on there after you put the carrier oil. So it's Copaiba, marjoram, and lemongrass, and that combo. And then I would put 1 to 2 drops each and just kind of layer it down, rub it in gently. And then I top it with this cream rub. This is a proprietary blend, so I don't know that I want to show you the label, but it's called the Soothing Blend, and it contains some like methylated essential oils in a lotion, basically. So the information's down in the links, but it's basically wintergreen, peppermint, camphor. It's got some cinnamon in there. It's got eucalyptus, ylang ylang, chamomile, helichrysum, and yes, it's a very, very amazing. Oops, I just showed you the thing. But then you would just put those oils down in the order I just said, and then top it with this soothing rub. And the reason is the molecules are much, much bigger in the mentholated essential oils. So like peppermint, wintergreen, those molecules are larger, so it will actually help press in the other oils. And it's just amazing for my pains. All right, so all that, the hot cold shower, the breath work, the essential oils, if I'm still in pain, I bring out the big guns, and that is a plant medicine called Kratom. Kratom, also known as a Mitra species. This is a plant that comes from the coffee family, and it is ground up leaves basically, and you can make this into a tea, put it in your smoothie. Sometimes I'll just put water in my mouth and just chug it down. You can put it in capsules if you want, but do be very careful with this. This is like the big guns for me. I only use it when I'm in a lot of pain because it is habit forming, just like coffee, and it works by activating the opiate receptors in the brain. So just like narcotic pain medication. There are different species or different subspecies of the Mitra plant. So there's red strains and green strains and white strains and yellow strains. I'll link below a website that has a lot more information on this, but essentially the white strain, the white vein Mitras are more stimulating, more caffeinating for sure. Like if I take a white Kratom, I feel like I just took a shot of espresso. So white is, and I do want to mention that each of these, just like all plant medicines, are gonna interact with your body chemistry differently. So what's stimulating to me might not be so stimulating to you. So these are just my experiences. Got the white that is very, very stimulating. The green is closest to like a pain medication effect for me, and like kind of still gives me a little bit of energy. The red strains are more relaxing and sedating, and the yellow is kind of in between the red and the green. The dosing varies greatly by your body weight and how your body chemistry is gonna work with this stuff. So I've heard people taking a tablespoon per sitting, whereas if I take more than a teaspoon, I get what they call the wobbles, and it really doesn't feel good. I definitely recommend taking this stuff with food and taking small amounts of it until you reach that where you feel good, because it's gonna you're not gonna feel good if you take too much of it. So yeah, I could talk about Kratom for a while. It's really helped me a lot over the years, but as I said, you know, be cautious with it. I know 2 people I introduced it to developed pretty strong addiction to it, so that can happen, and you want to be cautious with it and use it sparingly, only when you need to. You can build up a tolerance to it as well, so I use 1 teaspoon as needed, usually twice a day if I'm really feeling pain, 2 to 3 times a day max, 4 to 6 hours apart. And like I said, if you take too much of it, you can feel really wobbly and shaky, and I get pale and I do not feel good. I have to eat a lot of food and rest if I take too much of it. That's the only thing. I have to lay down because I feel like I'm just incapacitated. If you don't take enough, it can make you feel jittery, and it's got a weird effect to the body that way. It's both a stimulant and a a sedative. So if you take too small amounts of it, it can give you like an anxious feeling, and if you take too much of it, it can give you this, what they call the wobbles, and it is not fun. I don't recommend that. So check it out, do your research, do some experimenting until you figure out your dosage and everything like that. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. I hope you get something out of that, and let me know in the comments what you want to learn more about. Let me know if you have some go-to pain relieving methods that I didn't mention, and let me know if you try any of these. I'd love to hear your experiences. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I will be back next week. Until then, keep healing. Bye.